For me, I have a relatively messy kitchen this morning. Did some cooking last night. You know, about a month ago, I bought some pans and some pots and some stuff to make various, I don't know, kind of like a minimalist pot and pan set. I think I had made pancakes since then and maybe eggs in one of the, I don't know, pans. Last night I made spaghetti. I'll tell you, it was delicious. I like my cooking. It's simple. Certainly heavy on the protein. It has recently developed around getting a few pounds of ground beef a day, not a day, a week. Cooking it up and adding it to all sorts of, dare I call them, recipes. I mean, to call them recipes would be an insult to recipes. But I'll add ground beef to some spaghetti sauce or make quesadillas or, I don't know, even something so simple as microwave up a bag of broccoli and put it on top of some ground beef with cheese and call that a meal. Kind of get the feeling it might be actually sort of healthy. Maybe high in fat, but I still think it's pretty healthy. You get a lot of protein. But anyway, I got these dishes here. Got a big bag of garbage on my counter. It's okay. I'm gonna try sitting on the table for a little bit. Just started my coffee, obviously. So we're gonna have to be a little patient there. I'm gonna ask you for a little patience as well. Oh, it's not too bad. Let me know if it gets too sunny here for you. Taz loves to cook, but you eat carnivore. I wonder how healthy you are with that, Taz. Hello, Sanaya Nambiar. Hello, JK. Hello, Family of Fun, Lorraine. Mark Ferris. Swifty. Let's see. And Chicago guy. Oh, we got some old names on. Batty Lynn. Thomas Bello. Devin. Do I know you, Devin? You're saying, what about me? I don't know if I've ever known a Devin on my show. I've known a few Devins. I know a Devin boy. I know a Devin girl. Oh, I bought something yesterday. I guess we can see that over there. I'm thinking, what is it? What kind of plants is that? It's a Majesty Palm. Says it's good in fairly bright light. I did a little research on it. Apparently they grow. They're from Madagascar. They grow along the riverbanks in Madagascar, and they can grow 15 to 20 feet. I don't really want a tree in here, but I have 12-foot ceilings, so maybe it'd be cool if it grew a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Taz. I bought it at Walmart. I went to Fleet Farm first, and then I wanted to go to Walmart for various reasons, and felt in tune, felt the right vibe, the right feel. There were a couple people that worked there in the plant area. I'm not sure they knew more about plants than me. And that's okay. I mean, they're Walmart employees. I don't think they're hiring professional gardeners or anything. But either way, I enjoyed my time. I was getting excited. There was some littler, smaller plant with some green leafiness and maybe they were flowers. I'm not sure what the definition of a flower is, but it almost looked like a leaf that was brilliantly colored, like a purple. But I mean, it was probably a flower, just not a flower of which I'm accustomed to. It was small. I wanted to buy it, but it was the same price as my Majesty Palm. Had it been cheaper, I would have purchased it. So I went without. I thought I would have put it on my shoe stand back there. But either way, it's a start. And first, maybe of many, maybe not of many. But it'll be something to love and tend to. Somebody asked me how often do I water it. I believe when the soil feels dry. I don't know. I guess I don't know how often I water it. It might be a learning process for me. It's possible the direct sunlight there might be too intense, but it said it was a bright light. I don't know. I've never been to a river in Madagascar, but certainly a riverbank in Madagascar's got to get some direct sun from time to time. I mean, maybe it gets a lot of rain, I don't know. Let's see. Thank you, Batty Lynn. Let's see. So in reality, how much does it cost to furnish the apartment on a budget? Let's see. No, I'm not married. I'm twice divorced. Shall we do a rundown of the expenses, what I've spent to furnish the apartment? I moved in here. I lived in Illinois. 6 months ago, I was living in my Kia Soul. I left a career in real estate, was twice divorced, had a whole lot of financial responsibilities. I was working as a waiter in Naperville, Illinois. The restaurant was slowing down. That I got hired right at the end of summer when it was very busy, and it started slowing down, and my shifts got cut back, and my income on those shifts got cut back, and I was staying in an extended stay at the time. Little backstory. And was riding a scooter. It hasn't always been this way, but it was where I was 6 months ago. And I talked to a friend and said, hey, why don't I see if I can buy a Kia Soul and maybe live in it for a while? And I did that. Still have the Kia Soul, still love the Kia Soul. I learned yesterday they're discontinuing the Kia Soul. I don't know how they could. It's a wonderful car. I see a bunch of them. Makes me smile when I see them. But anyway, I moved up to Wisconsin from Naperville. I was living in Naperville. The average one bedroom was probably $2,000, which, given my financial responsibilities and my employment status, was hard to keep a roof over my head and cover my financial responsibilities. So sold my scooter, had enough cash to cover my financial responsibilities for a few weeks, and drove up here, checked into a hotel, got a job, stayed in the hotel for 5 weeks. I was working hard, but spending like $1,500 a month for the hotel. found a 1-bedroom apartment that you are seeing me in now in Appleton, Wisconsin. Moved into it with nothing. My first thing I did, I moved my boxes in. It felt nice having a place to empty out my car. Went to Walmart, bought one of those mattress pads, those foam mattress pads that a lot of people use now that are really comfy, that you're supposed to put on top of a mattress, and it's like a few inches thick, and it kind of gives you the soft squishiness that molds your body. But slept on the floor with the mattress pad for a few days. That was my first purchase. That was my first bit of furniture that I had. Yeah. But how much has it cost to furnish? I got this kitchen table for free. A buddy of mine that owned the hotel had extra furniture in a basement of a building he owned, and he said, come on over and take a look. Got this kitchen table for free. We've done this before, but we're waiting for my coffee. But in no particular order, this TV cost $215. It's a 55-inch Westinghouse Roku TV. Bought that at Walmart. This futon, and I could not recommend this more highly for its comfort, its look, and its versatility, in that if I needed a guest bed, I could sleep on it. Cost $219 at Walmart. This rug was on sale at Target for $40. This table I bought at Restore, which is a kind of a Goodwill for meets Home Depot, and people donate furniture, and the furniture is sold, and that money goes to raise funds for Habitat for Humanity. That table cost $20. That table that you see the TV on cost $15, also purchased at Restore. That little end table cost $10. This lamp at Restore cost $5. Oh, I'm going to show you how much it costs for everything. Still sleeping on an air mattress, but there's more to that story. This costs $65. It's like 2 feet high. It's a queen size air mattress. It's been wonderful. Again, this is that mattress pad that I originally bought when I moved in. That was, I don't know, $80 or something. This dresser was a freebie from my buddy that gave me the table. But the cost to furnish aren't finished yet, because we purchased something else yesterday. Oh yes, we did. I told you I went to Walmart. I had in mind to buy myself a mattress and a mattress frame, or whatever it's called. Yeah, mattress frame, I guess. I'd had these foam hybrid ones recommended to me by somebody before. I was a little stressed shopping. I couldn't make up my mind. I was wondering when I would get how I'd pick it up, how I'd get here, if it was the right one. Ended up not buying it at Walmart, but came home, made 2 purchases on Amazon. I joined Amazon Prime yesterday for free delivery. We'll talk about that later. Bought a hybrid mattress on Amazon, which will be delivered today, for $170, and a queen size, it's a queen size mattress and a queen size bed frame, I think 18 inches off the ground. It's supposed to be good reviews, easily and put togetherable, for like $60. And the plant cost $25. So if anyone didn't add that up, should we add it up again? Free table, $220 for that couch, $5 for the lamp, $10 for that table, so we're at $235. $40 for the rug is $275. $20 for that table is $295. TV costs $220. So what is that? $515. That table costs $15. So $530. And the bed and the frame cost I don't know, like $250. So what is that? $780. So I think over 3 months, you throw in the plant and that mattress pad. I'm not counting pans, but as far as furniture goes, to adequately, I would say very adequately furnish my 1-bedroom apartment, I did it for $800. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. So good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Tuesday morning. It is June 11th. It's 7:37 a.m. Happy Tuesday. This is a show that I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life. Sharing a little more reality than you're used to. It's okay, it's Wednesday morning, it's June 11th. All right, it's Wednesday morning. Probably getting a little more reality here, but I figured you were with me 6 years ago when the show started, and you saw me trying to hold on, and I mean, it's been crazy what's happened over the last 6 years. It's interesting. People say I should write a book. I'm doing a video book right in front of you. But apparently, it's a show about me talking, and it is a show about me sharing some feelings. But for those that have been watching a while, it's more than just a show about me talking. You know, it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am very excited to have my first sip this morning. My hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. I'll tell you, it's just good to be back to the Sumatra. Dark roast, big bold flavor, and had a kind of a Colombian coffee yesterday, and it didn't have a big taste. It was a medium roast, which is fine. I think you can get good tasting coffee of any colored roast. But I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed the Sumatra. Gotten spoiled by it. Mark Ferris has asked, would I still recommend living in your car for a young adult? I would say if you do what you gotta do. And I would say if you're a young adult, young man, 18 years old, and you cannot afford, you're working, you can't afford a house, You're sick of living with your parents. You don't want, I really don't think it's that bad. I happen to do it uh, in winter, and it was hard, and it felt weird. But I don't think it's as hard as people think that it is. I was only in the car for a couple months. I joined a gym. I'd go work out every day, and then I'd shower. You gives you flexibility on what you do or where you're going. You can work any job instead of having, where I was living in Naperville, and to cover a $2,000 apartment and have transportation if you're a young adult is probably going to be tough. And you probably drive around a beater of a car that'll end up soaking a lot of your money just in repairs. And for a period of time, I'd say go for it, to a young man especially that is just getting started in life. You could make it work. It was cold for me. But I did it. I was 56. I might be a little crazy. How many cups of coffee do I drink a day? I don't know. Looking for Neverland. I'm drinking a caramel macchiato on a beautiful Ohio morning. Somebody says Naperville is overpriced. I'm not sure it's overpriced. It almost feels like everywhere is overpriced in terms of housing these days. Naperville's certainly expensive. It's certainly very nice. It's certainly very nice. I mean, Riverside is nicer. I mean, Riverside, I don't think most would consider. I mean, I don't think it's nicer, and I don't think it's less expensive necessarily. Let's see. I'm having a hard time reading my phone. I might slide my table back into the shade so I can read you guys a little better. Yeah. Everything is overpriced housing-wise. It really is. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's tough for many people that housing is a challenge in this economy, I'd say. You worked all over Naperville yourself, and it's ridiculous out there. I think my issue with Naperville is there's almost no small homes anymore. I was talking to somebody. I moved up to Wisconsin a few months ago. What's nice is here, there's a guy that's twice divorced that wants to have his kids. I have my daughters coming up this weekend, and I'm excited for it. It's gotten to the point where every house they build they're trying to build them bigger and bigger, and they take up the entire lots. And are 4,000 square feet and 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a movie theater in the basement. They're nice. I was a realtor. But again, it was tough. I was down there as a single dad or a divorced dad. I was going, I don't even know what I'd want to live in here. If I could buy a home, what home would I buy? I didn't want a townhome. I don't really want to be a part of an association. And even those are expensive. They're $350,000, $400,000. But Mark asked, at extended stay, do they have a group activities or mixers at like a youth hostel? No, they don't. It's just a long-term hotel where that's fairly okay. It's fairly okay. It was part of my plan. It actually worked. It actually kind of worked. This is what worked looks like. It worked until my restaurant got slow and my shifts got cut back. And the extended stay, I mean, I was paying most of it was probably $1,700 a month to stay in the extended stay. And my shifts got cut back, so that got challenging. Good morning, Mob Obsidian. Let's see. I just removed a John Gonzalez from the conversation. I think I have a guy that creates a new account every day and hits on women that watch my stream every day with a different name. It just gets boring. So he's gone. I lived in this, where do I work today? I don't talk about too much about where I work, but I allude to it occasionally. I have enough people that watch this show that if I say where I work, people will call and harass my bosses and try and get me fired. And it seems so stupid. Do I think chivalry is dead? No. No. I think there's men that are chivalrous and women that still appreciate chivalry. So I don't think chivalry's dead. I think a certain sector of society tried to make being a man a bad thing and tried to pretend that men and women are the exact same. And that seems so dumb to me, it's hard to even wrap my mind around. But I don't think chivalry's dead. I think a section of society tried to wipe out chivalry and tried to refer to everybody as they. By the way, I have a guy that's been on the last couple days that was trying to not drink alcohol named Apartment 420, and he's gone 2 days without drinking. And I'm very proud of you, Apartment 420. Yeah, I think that's so awesome, and I am proud of you, and I knew you wanted to stop drinking, but you didn't know how, and I think you just had to realize it's in your control whether you do quit or not, and everything else is just an excuse. You know, I don't want to go into it, but even addiction or alcoholism is an excuse. At the end of the day, you either drink or you don't. You know. I'm not saying there's not great temptations, or maybe if you're addicted or an alcoholic, the temptations are greater, but the only way to stop is stop. Okay, Apartment 420, hopefully, he says, I'm not going to drink today, helped him. Yeah, you made a commitment to yourself to not drink 2 days ago, and now you're on a roll. What I'm hoping for you is you come to the point where you go, I'm bored, lonely, but I'm okay, and I'm okay drinking, and realize that drinking's kind of stupid if you're doing it all the time. And you realize you just don't want to drink anymore. Yeah. Let's see. Am I jealous I can't live in Naperville? No, not at all. I mean, I could probably live in Naperville. There were too many ghosts in Naperville. Lived there for 16 years, and over those 16 years, I got divorced twice, and there were just so many memories. It was hard for me to be there, but I certainly am not jealous that I can't live there. Let's see. Do we want to go to subscriber only? I'd like to engage, but the comments are kind of coming so fast. You lived on 5th near the train station in Naperville for a bit. Yeah, really cool, because right there you can walk downtown. I lived right over there too. When I started Coffee with Ken, if you lived near the train station, you might remember where Center Street was. When I started this show, and if you watch my videos, I refer to, I was living in a dark apartment. That apartment was a home with 4 apartments in it. I'd moved out, I'd been thrown out of a home that I rented and had my girlfriend and her kids move in. She threw me out, oh yes she did, and moved into a dark apartment and started doing Coffee with Ken, and that was on Center Street right by the train station. Is Naperville haunted? It's funny you say that. I mean, haunted to me, my ghosts aren't the real kind, but they're just memories when I say haunted. But I think they do like a haunted tour of Naperville, and I believe there was at the train station we're talking about, I think there was a train accident with the loss of many lives in like the 1920s. And I believe some of those homes around there are supposed to be haunted. Skate park, Ogden, and train station. Yeah, no, I lived right by, there was like the 5th Avenue apartments right there. And they did the farmer's market on Saturday. And I loved that. And I went to my first farmer's market up in Appleton. Do I sell the coffee cups? This one I bought when I started getting serious about Coffee with Ken. I bought, I don't know, a few hundred of these and was giving them away. And I was so excited and enthused about my show that I wanted to spread the word. So I was giving them to people that watched it. I haven't been in a position, and again, over years, if you wash these in the washer, this print will fall off, so I didn't like that much. I've looked into making some more and finding a way to sell them, but honestly, I don't know how. Because what I need is somebody to help me do it, or I could do it myself. But either way, I like creating content, but I don't really like packing mugs in boxes and taking them to the post office. Vader Cake's shipping prices are out of control right now. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Well, the mug only costs $6 or $7, and to ship it costs like $15. To ship it costs like $15. Benjamin Lance, who's probably a troll, says that's called lazy. It's not lazy. That's knowing what you like to do and focusing on what you're good at. There are drop shipment companies that make it product and ship it for you, and you get a percentage of sales. Yeah. Let's see. I can't read that. I can't read that. Again, the questions are going so fast. Oh. Let's see. Alrighty. There should be an AI summarizer for YouTube comments. I don't know. I think it's probably the cost of All right, so we'll slow you guys down. We're gonna go to subscriber only. I'm gonna skip it to community moderation. I guess this is a good problem to have. I'm gonna skip it to 1 minute and go. So if you want to comment, you have to subscribe and watch for a minute to be able to comment, and that'll slow you guys down. And I appreciate the activity. I appreciate the engagement, but it's just hard reading the comments when they go so quickly. Ken, you're killing it. 6,000 videos. I don't know if 6,000 videos is killing it. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll ignore. I think in life I had a hard time ignoring. And if somebody said something mean to me, I'd want to square off with them or tell them how I felt. Learning how to ignore is almost a key to survival. You don't need to answer every question, especially if you're a content creator. The reason I do this show, I'd say things and, I don't know, my family, my brother, or my dad would disagree usually. So I stopped saying things because I got tired of them disagreeing with everything I said. And learning to ignore. You're starting your 1-hour journey to the DMV in Chicago. Well, that doesn't sound so fun. That doesn't sound so fun. Let's see. Gonna get a little coffee. I had to put somebody in timeout. I wish I didn't have to do that. Yeah. 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 I don't know why you have to do it. I guess it's best to not wonder why. Kind of along the lines of ignoring. Because if you're ignoring, you don't wonder why. And when you wonder why, that can create frustration for you. And when you try and figure out why certain people do certain things, it just leads to frustration. You might need a little more coffee. I might need a little more coffee. How long have I been talking? Have I been talking for 30 minutes already? I don't even think I've said anything. I don't even feel I've gotten into the show. I don't even know if I have a show to talk about today. I know my show grows every day. I know we have a great audience right now. Betty Lynn says it's the last day of school. No more early morning rush. Betty Lynn, how old are your children? I didn't know you had little ones. My kids got out of school. My youngest was going to preschool, and his ended like 2 weeks ago. And my older girls, one is in college and one's in high school. And yeah, they both got out a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Let's go get a little more coffee. Feeling kind of warm in the sun. Oftentimes the sun will do that to you. Oops, spilled a little coffee. For some reason, I almost think there's like a cleaning. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't want to sit in the sun. I guess when you don't want to sit in the sun, you got to go to the shade, or you got to lower your blinds. Oh, let's lower my blinds. Let's figure out how we can get comfy over here. I'm really not feeling grumpy. Now my water's all the way over there. A lot of sorts though. I have a hard time reading. I'm gonna lower my blinds. Hang with me. Hang with me. Shut this a little bit so it's not so bright in here. I mean, I like brightness. Oh, that feels better. I can see. I had Julie Flanagan on the other day, and she was saying you got to do feng shui and lower the blinds or have them both up or whatever. And yeah. Do I force my kids to take honors and AP classes? Are they generally in charge of what they take? Well, one girl's in college and determines what she does. And to be honest, since I'm divorced from their mom, I don't force them to do anything. As a divorced dad, I don't know. Mark, do you have your kids at home? I think most people would, your influence on your kids, even when they're living at home, probably gets less and less. I don't know. Can anyone force their 16-year-old kid to do anything? Certainly as a divorced dad, I couldn't. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna grab my water too. I'm gonna need to lower this one. Can you guys see me? I don't know if you can or not. I'm gonna lower this one. There we go. Hang with me. Can't promise a great show every day. Where's it going now? Come on, go down. Go down. Go down. What is going on? Yeah. That'll have to do. That'll have to do. That will have to do for now. I don't want it to get all too warm in here. Again, I like the let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Your oldest is in regular classes and the youngest will be in AP classes. It depends on their level. Oh, are you guys talking about forcing kids in school? That's... Let's just do it the way I want to do it. Oh, wait a minute, that's not... Oh, here, I'm trying to work with something here, folks. How do I undo this? How do I undo this? Hmm. Tried to put somebody in timeout, but I ended up hiding them. I don't know. Yeah. So I just put somebody else in timeout. I have somebody hidden that I was just trying to put in timeout. You teach AP music theory. You wouldn't force anybody to do that. Let's see. Gonna have to put somebody else in timeout. Seems, I don't know. Got people causing trouble this morning. Sometimes that'll happen. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Maybe I'll just sit here and see if anyone wants to talk for a little bit. Focus on my breathing. Put my feet up. Hello, Fit from Fat. How are you? Is summer popping up in the Midwest? No, it's not. I mean, I think it's going to be a little warmer today, but it was kind of overcast, and temperatures were in the only high 60s yesterday. It wasn't nearly, it hasn't been summer-like yet, but I'm okay with that. You know, I like rainy days. I don't like hot days. People wonder why I moved to north of where I lived, and I like cool weather. I don't see any point in being hot, almost ever. Apartment 420 asked, do I add anything to my coffee or just take it black? I drink it black generally. I was at Starbucks yesterday. I got some cinnamon in it and added some cream as well. But when I'm home, I drink it black. I enjoy the taste. Where are you, Fit from Fat? Are you in Australia? Okay, Batty Lynn says it's going to be in the 80s in Detroit today, but it's been in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, Batty Lynn, I think yesterday at the opening of the show, I was denying climate change and saying that it's cold. Have I ever tried Black Rifle coffee, says Charlotte. No. I've heard of it, and I've seen the bags. Black coffee's nice. If you're adding cream and sugar, you can't really taste the coffee, I don't think, as much. Occasionally it's nice adding cream, but I enjoy black as well. UK at the moment. If you buy Starbucks, you'll be poor forever, says Mobsidian. I don't know. I think a lot of kids, I think if we're looking at the young kids of the world, they're very used to going into Starbucks and spending $7 on some sort of drink. But prices have changed. Am I just sounding like an old fart? Or are we all just sounding like a old fart? Kids have changed, and that's what kids do. Kids go to Starbucks. What did we do? What did I do? Went to Dunkin' Donuts for a while when we could drive. Went to the bowling alley. Went to playgrounds and parks and played football outside. Mark, why do you ask questions like that? I think, Mark Ferris, that you are an AI person. The way you ask questions, because Mark asked, would I ever travel to South American coffee purveyors to give my input on preferences in the American market? I mean, are you talking flying to South America and just showing up at a coffee bean plantation and saying, hey, anyone want to know my thoughts on the coffee that you are shipping us? When I was a kid, I played outside every single day in the summer. We had water hose fights. We drank from the water hose and enjoyed ourselves, and we got tan. Charlotte, I wonder how old you are. Fit from Fat agrees that it sounds quite yeah, that's why Mark Ferris always asks questions. Would I consider flying to South America to ask coffee purveyors and give my opinion of the American market? Are there really bots on this? Are there AI well, yeah, the dude, you and some guy were talking about having a conversation, totally unrelated to things, really. Are you sure you're not a bot, Mark Ferris? Say something other than I'm not a bot. Bethany tries coffee from all over. You're a separated father of 3 from Naperville. Huh. Tell me something about Naperville, Mark Ferris, that I'd know. I mean, of course I'd know. Read my comments too, don't ignore me. When people start saying I ignore them, usually it's time for them to go. I had a woman on. All right. Well, I had a woman on yesterday named Rebecca Tracy who was getting angry that I ignored her. I don't know. I think if you're a viewer and you are watching somebody and you start demanding they answer your questions, I don't know, you're too uptight or you shouldn't be on this show. The dude says they say they're ignored to get attention. Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're writing capital letters. I think anybody that writes in capital letters is saying they're crazy. You know what I mean? Maybe we're all a little crazy. All right, Mark Ferris, you like peanuts, and you say they have great chips and salsa. I've never actually tried the chips and salsa at Peanuts. It's got a nice patio in the back, though. Oh, wait, the guy that said I was ignoring him now is saying I'm weird and dumb. And another thing, the people that do, when anyone says literally, like this guy said he literally is weird and dumb. Oftentimes, people that use caps use the word literally incorrectly. Oh, but still, don't use the word literally so incorrectly. I think it might be a bigger problem in today's youth than the amount they spend on Starbucks or the amount they're on screens. The misuse of the word literally is an epidemic proportion. Is literally an epidemic. No, it's not literally an epidemic. I'm just kidding. You're 47 and you grew up on a farm in Oklahoma. Do they say drinking out of a water hose isn't safe? I mean, don't kids still drink out of water hoses? I've heard people say that before. Good morning, Grace. Hi, Grace. Look what I bought. I did it all on my own. It grows to, I don't know, 15 to 20 feet. It likes the bright sun. I'm happy to see you here, Grace. Good evening, Sharma. How are you? Pooja Sharma. Might not consider it these days. You might not consider drinking out of we're going to put deny, and timeout. I feel a little bad for that guy named MKK. I accidentally hid him from my channel. Everyone, I would drink from a hose in a second right now. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate your positivity. The birds are chirping. It's a nice day. Well, that sounds nice. It's not safe to drink now out of the water hose? Why not? I'm back on your feed? Well, I hope I'm back on your feed. How am I doing today? I'm doing well. I got a good night's sleep. Woke up at about 4:30, laid in bed for a little bit, but then drifted off to 7. And I'm doing well. Okay, Charlotte's now comparing water back then to today. I think the water hasn't gotten worse. I think maybe the awareness of toxins and things has gotten better, but I don't know if we're healthier now than we were back then. Maybe our life expectancy is a little longer than it was in the 100 years ago, of course, but I think we generally worry about too much stuff. And I think if we stop worrying about so many things, I don't know. I know that God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. Hello, Java from Latvia. How are you? Benjamin gets scared of the farm runoff near you, but you're a hypochondriac. Well, what do you mean farm runoff? I mean, I'm not going to drink out of water that's draining out of a pigsty, for sure. I'd be a little concerned drinking out of a creek. But I don't know. I bet you if we got our body more comfortable, I think that was part of my issue with wearing masks a few years ago. I think we need to expose ourselves to certain levels of stuff. And if we try and wipe away every bit of bacteria that comes across our paths, whether it's by not drinking out of a hose or putting that sanitizer on our hands. I've been in restaurants and I've seen moms passing the bottle around and having everybody scrub their hands. And I'm not saying it's maybe not okay, but I think if we didn't worry about every little bit of bacteria, we'd probably be better off. You wore a full-blown NASA suit. I don't know what that means. Yeah, good morning, Jem. How are you? The quality of water in Latvia and Sweden is pretty good, though in Sweden it's better. I would expect the quality of water in Sweden to be high. I feel that there'd be some blonde men with bottles underneath like glaciers that were melting, capturing water and putting a cap on and selling it. Yeah, no, I think the quality of water in Sweden would be high for whatever reason. Personal protective equipment. Why did you wear a NASA suit, Christopher? Your house water here comes from a reservoir that's used for recreation and fishing. Well, apartment 420, I mean, is it cleaned in some way? Oh, your hose water. Have I ever drank Crystal Geyser spring water? No, I've never drank Crystal Geyser spring water. To keep the elderly safe. Unless from a well, all the water is treated. Well, thank you. We have a professional. So, Chip, is it okay to drink water from a hose? I would think that it is. Well, that seems strange that you wore a NASA protective suit for 2 years to keep the elderly safe. I'd really have a hard time believing you did. Because I don't know how that would keep the elderly safe. Might keep you safe. Yeah. Right, it's a lot of places in Europe, they have public water fountains where you go fill up the bottle if you're walking around. How about Sweden's tap water? Much better than ours. Water treatment industry is no joke, I've heard. Chip works in the water treatment industry. Well, Chris, I mean, I don't, I mean, you're not gonna like this channel, Chris. If you wore a full-blown NASA suit to protect the elderly, you're probably not gonna like a lot of stuff I talk about. I just have a feeling. Just have a feeling, Chris, that at some point I'm gonna say something that's gonna bother you. And you're gonna get mad at me. And I don't want you getting mad at me. So maybe we should part as friends right now. And I can't go anywhere because it's my show. Somebody says COVID was a joke. I'll just let that comment float along. What's going on in California? I heard there's some trouble happening in California. Again, you shouldn't watch the news. You really don't need to. I do think it's just gossip, because to be honest, what's going on in California isn't really relevant to my life in Wisconsin very much. But what is going on in California? Northern Ireland is up in flames too. Well, why is Northern Ireland up in flames? Somebody, Benjamin, wants to talk about insurance and the Amish. It is, if the protests spread like they are, somebody's saying the protests are in Chicago. There was something going on in Naperville, which is where I came from. It's a racket, you swear. Wait a minute. We have too many conversations going on. I don't understand why anyone would want to go out and destroy private business. I'm assuming it's done for attention. And we had Black Lives protests going on in Naperville, and I think it was June of 2020. And Naperville's a pretty to-do town, and I was in the midst of it and was filming a lot of it for live. I went live for hours during that. It was kind of weird, and it was surreal. We had like military vehicles coming down the road and kind of doing face-offs with crowds of people. And I was with the woman who became my ex-wife at the time, and somebody threw like an M80 at the cops and got kind of scary. The cops didn't like that so much. And I was going, it's just getting good. She said we should go. She was probably right. So we left. Let's see, right now in California, we have riots, protesters sitting in cars on fire, attacking police officers, protesting ICE deportation of migrant. I had mixed feelings about all that. I think mass deportation is kind of cuckoo. And I think if we have, I don't know, millions and millions of people that would be defined as illegal immigrants, you can't deport millions of people. And again, as a bigger thought, I think if the people want to come to America, they probably are searching for a better life for them and their family. Yeah. Pinko Pete says it's only a 1-block area. Yeah, I think the news will blow things out of proportion a lot. And Rainey asks, has anybody on here actually seen the riots? You know, there could be a couple cars on fire, but America's a big place. And the news has a way of, I don't know what the word is, but using things to get videos. Taz is saying legally. Yeah. Huh. Well, I think maybe we could change the laws and make it easier to immigrate here and utilize the people that want to come here, because having a large workforce, to me, seems like a good thing for any economy. Especially people willing to work hard in jobs many of us don't want. You know, I've worked in a lot of restaurants, and there's a lot of people that were not born in the United States of America that are doing jobs that most Americans wouldn't want. Did I avoid the Amish topic? No, I just didn't really know what to say about Amish people. If they work and have roots here, some sort of amnesty should be allowed, but if they are just criminal riffraff, which many are, hiding here to avoid crimes at home, they should face the music. I wonder how many people are really criminal riffraff here. It has to be confusing to you to have all these conversations happening at one time. It certainly is at times. Come over without coming over the right way. Having clear rules and applications is a good thing, but it's a free-for-all. Imagine waving the flag of a country you don't believe in a country you don't being in, protesting your rights. Again, I don't know what's happening. I've seen a picture of a guy waving a flag. Was it a Mexican flag? Is that the trouble? Are there people being sent back to Mexico? I don't know. I've met a ton of, again, I've been a waiter at a lot of restaurants, and I've met a lot of Hispanic people, and really, and again, I know it's stereotypical and sort of racist even to call them good people, but my experience with people from Mexico or Central America has been very positive. And they seem pretty, hardworking and good people, just trying to help their families. Well, I'm glad you love my red pants. Thank you. But it's Wednesday morning. It's about 8:30. Taz says she's Hispanic. I think we're about to see a major societal shift with AI and automation making major changes in our employment needs. Okay, well, AI, is that going to bring in cooks and dishwashers to restaurants? I don't know. Apartment 420 works with a Hispanic with a green card every day in an office environment, and he's the best guy I got, most reliable. I think they're appreciative of, again, I've seen them work in dish, I've seen Hispanic women work in dish, which is not a glorious job at all. And they're not complaining, and they're not bitching, and they're not sitting on their phones, and they're working hard and doing the best they can. AI will not affect the jobs that most won't work. Okay, well, what jobs will it affect? Are we going to need lawyers anymore? JB Joe wants to know how the tap water is in Mexico. I'll bet you they're not worried about drinking spring water from a bottle. I had been to Mexico for a weekend, and I did get sick. I tried not to drink it, but I did get sick, and I don't know if it was from too much alcohol or too much of the water. Probably gave me a bug, but I'm guessing it was the water. Taz works in IT, compliance, and there will be lots of new jobs. AI has created more work at Apartment 420's jobs. Pinko Pete wants to know if I have to go to work. I get to go to work a little later, Pinko Pete. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a new adventure. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, can you babysit AI? Again, I don't know. Again, Terminator's one of my kind of favorite movies. And it seems the story that was written in Terminator, I know, is happening. Good morning, Jack Taylor. How are you? Where have you been? Don't forget to pick up food that your daughters like to keep in the fridge. They will appreciate the surprise then. Well, Lorraine, I appreciate that suggestion. Did I tell you I bought a bed? Did I tell you I bought a bed and it's going to be shipped today and tomorrow? The frame will come in tomorrow. So they'll get to sleep in a real bed in the bedroom. And I will either sleep on this futon or bring the air mattress out here and sleep on it out here. Yeah. Yes, Jesse, I am still live. I don't think we've had a very great show today. Jack Taylor, you're not tuning into one of my best ones. Well, Grace, I wasn't really planning it, but I've been looking at beds for a while, and felt with your encouragement and the fact that I've furnished my living room, and although the air mattress is comfy, I think maybe as a little bit of adulting, that to buy a bed and a bed frame might be the mature way to go, and that I'll appreciate it. I appreciate your positive attitude on my Met show, Jack Taylor. Yeah, the apartment's coming together great. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'm gonna bring the phone along just so I can show off my little apartment. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a plant. Oh, it's not just a plant, it's a Majesty Palm. What? A 55-inch TV? A rug, tables, a futon, a lamp? Oh, yeah. I tell you what, Grace, this spot back here would be a great spot for like a table with some plants on it. Is it gonna help me breathe better? All that fresh air. That's awesome. Plants, a bed, table, chairs, rug, TV, and stand, some picks. I've got it. Yeah, well, I appreciate you, Grace. I hope you're not a bot, Grace, because you're giving me hope to some positivity in this world. Not that a lot of you don't, but Grace seems like a nice person that hops on every day. I appreciate that. So do you, Lorraine. So do you, Batty Lynn. So are you, Chip. You had to do a before and after comparison. I remember when it was empty. Jesse, it was empty just... What was my first big purchase over here? I think you guys helped me do it. I think I committed to this futon. I'd done enough shopping. I'd wanted to buy a $700-800 couch. I was doing my show. I think I had to work at like 11 and I was going live and I was talking to you guys and you were telling me, go buy the couch, go buy the futon. And I did. And I think I bought this and and it all just started coming together as soon as I bought this couch. And I love it. And having the TV, it feels great. And although I don't think watching the news or watching TV is necessarily a great activity, it is kind of nice being able to come home and unwind and kind of shut my brain off and watch a movie for a little bit before I go to bed. So it feels nice. A couple throw pillows for the sofa will be good. They're only $10 for two at Ross. I could see that. I also need to buy another pillow at Restore. They have like a king size pillow. I think they call it like a palm pillow, and it's one of those that gets bigger. Yeah. Well, thank you, Taz. And thank you, Batty Lynn. Let me see. Well, I'm enjoying the conversation. You're sitting here crocheting your mother a blanket and just listening. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, Charlotte. I go live every morning. I usually talk for an hour and a half. I'm so far behind in editing my videos. Sometimes I worry about that, sometimes I don't. I clip them all into shorts, reels, and TikToks. And I don't know. Feels good, and my page grows a little bit every day. Jesse believes the apartment isn't complete without a disco ball and a lava lamp. I mean, I don't want to accumulate a bunch of stuff. Although it's kind of nice having some stuff. But I feel if I needed to move, I've only put in $800 into the stuff I have here. It's almost not worth renting a moving truck or a storage unit. You know what I mean? I wonder if there's more people with more of a transient or transitional lifestyle. If more people are gonna look at furniture as more transitional stuff? Or are people still out there keeping their things like china cabinets and stuff like that? Or if when I move, am I just going to leave this on the curb and let somebody else take my futon? Or have a garage sale? I don't have a garage, but have a sale. Because it hardly, I mean, this lamp was $5. Granted, it's a nice lamp, and it's just because it's $5 doesn't mean it doesn't have some value to me. But is it worth moving if I move? I don't know. I mean, obviously, if I move now. There's a 3-bedroom available in this building in a couple months, and I think it would be pretty cool. I don't need it right now, but I'd love to have my kids more often up here, and maybe if they had their own bedroom, they'd be more apt to be up here more often. I don't want to look too far ahead. I'm just excited that I have 3 daughters. 2 of them are coming up this weekend. One's not. It's a long story. And about what you're going through. JC says he streams on Twitch, but you want to go on YouTube too. I don't know that, yeah, I don't really know what Twitch is. But again, I think YouTube seems to be working for me, and it grows a little bit every day, and I don't know if I'll pick up any subscribers today, but I'm sure that I will. I do every day. And I'd like to hit, I mean, I think I set out as a goal, and goals seem almost silly to me. And I say that, I make goals all the time, but then oftentimes I'll shoot too high and I won't achieve the goal. And I go, well, I did the work, I didn't achieve the goal, should I punish myself for it? And I don't think I should. Like right now, I'd like to hit 10,000 subscribers by my birthday, but that's just an arbitrary number and an arbitrary date. So what's the point? The point is moving forward, and if I go live every day and post a few shorts or reels or TikToks, I'm moving forward every day. I'm going to work today. I'm probably going to go to the gym. I may donate plasma, so I'm helping my financial situation. I'm staying physically in shape. And I've gone live already today. I don't think we can necessarily control as much in life as we think. Batty Lynn said when she got sick and moved in with her dad, she got rid of most of her furniture. When I move out, you'll have to start over too. I'll tell you what, it's been awesome starting over. It was fun. You know? It was fun putting it together. And I might add some things, but I just don't know if I'm going to buy a moving truck if I ever move to take these things. I mean, I love this. This table looks super cool that I've got my foot on right now. This futon is great. I can't sing its praises enough. Space is more important than stuff. Yeah. I think we accumulate so much stuff. You know? And then it's kind of weighs us down throughout our lives. All the Christmas decorations. And I know they mean something. And I'm not against sentimentality. And honestly, that picture of St. Andrews above my TV means a lot to me. But I think stuff weighs us down. Have a great day, Taz. But anyway, it is 8:45 a.m. It is Wednesday morning. It's June 11th. I'm enjoying my coffee. Got a big day ahead of me. Got a little bit of a new adventure, but I'd like to get some stuff taken care of before I go off on my new adventure. I'd like to get a quick workout in. I'd like to donate plasma. I think both would be important in me moving forward, financially and physically. And I'm looking forward to having a great day today. And I'm a little nervous about it, but that's okay to be a little nervous. Apartment 420, I'm proud of you. And I appreciate you hopping on the last few days. Yeah. Let's see. We get stuff and we move it to another place so we can get more stuff. I think it's smart to be picky with what you get. Maybe appreciate what you have more. Again, the fact that I could furnish my place on $800 today, this feels amazing. Again, if I left it all behind, if I move in 10 months, having this couch, this lamp, this table, this TV, was certainly worth $80 a month. It made my apartment a home. And, yeah. Did I get a new job? I'm looking to maybe add a second job that pays more an hour and will diminish the physicality. Right now I have a job that I'm working really hard at and can kind of cover my financial responsibilities. But I got to work 40 hours a week to do it, and it's more physical than I probably should be doing it. And yeah. Well, thank you. So I'm hoping what I'm looking into today, and it's more than looking into, allows me to increase my revenue and maybe lower the number of hours I'm doing. They're talking to Apartment 420, and we have a viewer here a couple days ago that wanted to stop drinking. And he hasn't drank in a couple days, and a lot of people are saying take it one day at a time. Apartment 420, I don't even think about days anymore. I don't even think about drinking. I don't even think about drinking. So hopefully at some point you'll get to that point and you won't have to make it one day at a time. Just won't become, it'll be, will no longer be part of who you are. And you just won't want it anymore. And that's a good feeling. So anyway, I appreciate you guys so much for joining. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Hope your week started out great. Hope you had a great night's sleep. I want to thank you so much for joining and making my show fun as it is every day. I appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. Hope you are loving yourself. Hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.